We're getting a 16-year-old gunshot wound to the abdomen. He's got a low blood pressure, and they'll be here in just a couple minutes. That's all the information that we have.
We want to give you something that you'll remember for a long, long time, maybe even as long as you live. We're going to try to show you what really happens, but in order to do that, you have to know a little bit about what's going on in here. So after it's in, we blow up the balloon so you can't pull it back out. It kind of locks it in. And then it's got the two little holes on the end that you can get the urine out through, and you can check it out.
How far does it go up?
All the way.
Boy, I have it go all the way in there?
All the way. Okay. You'll see on this side of the room a number of people in white coats. You will be working with them quite a bit. These are some of our medical students who will be taking you around the hospital and showing you around. Once we've gone through that lecture format and we've given them the basics, at least on the screen, then we give them some hands-on experience. Each kid is assigned one of 4 roles, so they can either be the team leader, they can be what's called a trauma 1 or trauma 2, and that just describes their position in the room, or they can be the person who controls the airway. You just kind of hold it above their face like this. That way the oxygen comes down, they can breathe, and you can understand what they're saying. Okay? It costs about $100 to $125 per person to do it, which is fairly expensive. It is resource intensive. It takes a lot of people, from paramedics to nurses and real doctors, and a slew of hospital personnel to put the thing on. And that's why we are trying to be as selective as we are in finding kids who will benefit from it the most and who are the most at risk.
When did you first get involved with guns?
I was about 12.
When you were 12?
That's
Where did
it.
you find a gun when you were 13?
My dad had it. It was a shotgun. A cut off shotgun.
Generally, they're kids are around 15 and a half years old. They have come from the Ramsey County Juvenile Court for a criminal offense, and that could be anything from a violation of probation to a drive-by shooting.
We was on our way to the movies and we be carrying guns with us, and I shot myself. That's why I'm in there. And I got caught with a gun too, so that's like my second gun case.
We are very fortunate right now to have a guest speaker who was paralyzed about 19 years ago by a gunshot.
My name is Glenn King. I'm what you call a C7 quadriplegic.
And he gives them some very real examples of what it's like to have been shot and have that devastating an injury but not die from it.
I was shot a day before my 18th birthday, and I've been in a wheelchair ever since. Quite a few of my friends are either in still water or in the grave. And everything that you do wrong, it comes back to get you sooner or later.
After that, we have what we call a pretest, and it's really a survey where we give to the kids so that we can measure what they think about guns and gun violence before the fact, before they see the rest of the program. Once they've had plenty of time to finish, then we page them out of the survey. And we've been fortunate to have a video that's been developed for this that plays in the background that looks like just normal daytime programming on television, but at the appropriate time at the end of the session it switches to a news flash done by local news personalities, and they actually set up our scenario for us.
Don, I'm standing on the basketball court at the West 7th Community Center where the shooting took place just moments ago.
You guys know where West 7th Community Center is?
Several teenagers arrested in gunfire. Now, obviously, this is a very chaotic scene. There were many teenagers who were witnesses to the shooting, several of them friends of the victim. Here's what the scene was like just moments after the shooting.
The basketball court was chaos as paramedics struggled to stabilize the victim, a 16-year-old boy fighting for his life. At least a dozen teenagers witnessed this shooting, many of them friends of the victim.
Were they facing each other?
They were facing, he was about to run as soon as he saw the gun.
Witnesses say the two young men were arguing when one pulled out a gun and fired.
Now, we do not know the condition of the victim at this time, although we understand he was shot several times, possibly in the chest. We'll have more information on his condition as it becomes available.
I wonder if that's what